You know him, you love him, fellow Canadian Ryan Reynolds. Funniest moments. We're about to check it out because I did a variety poll over on my Patreon page. This is the one the suggestions were put in there, and it won. All right, oh my God, I love Ryan Reynolds. Who doesn't? He's freaking awesome. Let's dive into it. Let's go.
What did you say about the back of my head?
Yeah. Well, you know, I try to never say anything cruel to Dwayne that I know I can't get away with. But yeah, I did say the back of his head did look not too dissimilar to a penis. I'm just saying.
I used to say to her, I would take a bullet for you. I could never love anything as much as I love you. I would say that to my wife, and then the second I looked in that baby's eyes, I knew in that exact moment that if we were ever under attack, I would use my wife as a human shield to protect that baby.
Look at Dave, look at Dave. Oh,
his head looks like a beautiful penis. Yeah. I'm just gonna say his head looks like a gorgeous penis.
Dwayne, can we see the back of your head so we can make up our outline?
Yeah.
There it is. It's stunning.
Yeah. And hard as a rock.
Yeah. Hard as a rock.
Go to the kids. They're all good. Blake's no personal questions, by the way. But Blake is
no personal questions.
Blake is great. The sex is totally normal.
Okay. Wait, that's going. I wasn't going to ask that.
Hey! Pump the sex breaks, Jimmy. Okay?
I
asked that no personal questions, and you're going right in on it. All right? Barbara Walters, easy.
And then about a year and a half.
He's so friggin' witty. I love Ryan. I love the fact that. I put on my Canada shirt. I could have put my Deadpool shirt on. Oh, no, I guess I have to put a Canadian one on because he's a Canadian boy. But anyways, I love the fact that he played Deadpool because it's like there's nobody better because he is exactly Wade Wilson. Anybody who's a fan of the Deadpool series knows what I'm talking about. Anyways, friggin' loves it. He's the best. Let's go. And he's so witty in interviews like this. He just can come up with so much stuff off the top of his head. I love it. Lie out the sex show. Pump the sex breaks. Jimmy didn't even say anything.
Going right in on it, all right? Barbara Walters, easy.
And then about a year and a half ago, somebody accidentally leaked it on the internet.
Was that you? Super crazy.
Oh, no, I'm not. Nothing to do with that.
Very un-Canadian of you.
Yeah. My mom was like, "What does this button do?"
He totally leaked it on purpose.
There's definitely a lot of sword work. I'm working with the unstoppable Hugh Jackman.
I met him once in the elevator here, Steve. He's monstrous, that guy.
He's made of indestructible things. A lot of people don't know this, but I've heard that his nipples are actual diamonds.
How do you know that then, sailor?
I've heard.
Yeah?
He's got a feud with Hugh. Him and Hugh Jackman, just because of the whole Deadpool Wolverine feud, they took it into real life. They brought it into real life, and they're always at each other in a jovial way. I thought they did things like, one of them has like an alcohol line or drink line or whatever, and different products, and they help promote each other's products. I think it's Ryan is promoting Hugh's products. I don't know, something like that. But either way, I love how they're always at each other's throats.
How do you know that then, sailor?
I've heard.
Yeah?
I've just heard.
You guys get pretty close working out there?
We spent some time in our own elevator, as you saw at the beginning of the clip.
Yeah.
And is she talking? Yeah, she's saying mama. Yeah.
Look at eye roll.
I'm telling you.
You know what, though? You know what my wife doesn't realize, though? Is that she calls me mama, too.
Seriously, that's very interesting.
She calls me. I had to literally sit her down and tell her that penises don't work that way.
Yeah.
It was kind of amazing because you get to spend a little bit of time with the Obamas, and I got to spend some time with Prime Minister Trudeau, which was huge for me because he's like our rock star prime minister, amazing guy. I swapped a quick idea with him on how we can take Alaska, and he didn't really. He didn't like the character knows he's in a comic book movie.
What do you think? We should take Alaska. He won't mind, will he? It should be a part of Canada, I think. Right? Alaska wouldn't care. Any Alaskans watching this? Let me know if you want to be a part of Canada or not. Comment down below.
But he works in the X-Men universe, so he's dealing with other X-Men. He's talking about other X-Men. He's making jokes about Ryan Reynolds. It's rated R, which is unusual for Marvel X-Men type movie. I think it's Certificate 15 here in the UK.
Yeah, we can take it.
Yes, in China. In China, it's rated Go Fuck Yourself.
You're so old, you make dust look like a baby.
I'm trying to process that right.
It says, this is Ryan Reynolds, 3. He's enjoying the water at Kids Community Center wading pool. Ryan lives at 2382 Oliver Crescent.
Why would they put his address?
The local newspaper was like, okay, guys,
We have a semi-nude, vulnerable 3-year-old boy.
Oh my God.
The only thing that's gonna make this better, let's let him know where he lives.
Oh my God.
Sexting and stuff.
You'd
and they're
be
like,
so torn apart if you did that today. And granted, that was way back in the day. No offense, well, way back. Don't want to offend Ryan here. Like he's watching my content anyways. But just saying, back in the day, you know, you get away with that. It looks is innocent and fun. Nowadays, you put a kid's address in a newspaper, like you said. Oh my God, you'd be shot.
to make this better, let's let him know where he lives. Sexting and stuff, and they're like, send a picture of a penis. I can't think of anything more threatening to send a woman than a picture of a penis. Like, in terms of like sexy, it's like just a rung below like a picture of yourself committing domestic terrorism.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why someone does that.
You handle a lot of guns in this film.
Yes.
A lot of like.
There's a lot of guns.
Is that fun to do? I don't get to do that in my job.
It's terrifying. In these movies, they want the big muzzle flash, so they use these full loads.
Right.
And when you
Okay.
go home at the end of the day, and your girlfriend's like, "How was your day, honey?" and it just doesn't sound right. You're like, "Oh, I shot a full load at some guy."
You're tall, you're handsome, you have the perfect amount of scruff, and you still have no talent.
Oh, wow.
You're gonna say that with a straight face to 1998's MTV Best Kiss nominee Ryan Reynolds?
There
was
a
he
point
flipped that
where
around.
I
I love
heard
it.
the song, can I say when?
Yeah, the song, yeah.
Coming out of your mouth?
Yeah, the Papa, can you hear
Right,
me?
coming out of your mouth.
Cancel.
Keep going.
No, I wrote, Papa, do you see me?
It's like when
Papa,
you sing
can you
it,
find me in the night?
And the baby's name? Have you decided on a name? You got a name.
We're trying to, I always feel like I never know how to play that because, you know, I'm in the public eye and then I don't know whether to just thrust this child into the public eye.
Well, no, you don't want to do that.
People said that the name was Violet, it was reported, which is a very pretty name.
Beautiful name,
But
congratulations.
that's Ben Affleck's daughter's name.
Well, it's not your daughter's.
Would never,
Your daughter's name is not
would never
Violet.
steal another celebrity baby's name, so we went with Shiloh.
Shiloh.
No, we didn't. Although, you know, that kid was born a little jaundice and like a little carrot, and I wanted to go John Boehner, but that was shot down instantly.
You know, wait a minute. You're making jokes about your baby daughter
Yeah.
who's 6 weeks old or
Oh,
something?
she's fair game, Dave.
Oh, she's fair game, fair
how old
game.
were you when you started?
I was 13 years old.
Wow, so your whole life has been about bullshitting people.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Said the guy who starred in Goonies.
Well, it's one of those advertisements. I'll skip it.
Chases, and I know he talked a little bit about it last night, but you know, we did a scene in a car. It's driving 80 miles an hour in Cape Town, South Africa. Really intense car chase, and Denzel Washington is in the back seat, and he's trying to choke me to death.
Like you would.
In this movie, you get choked quite a lot. I mean, you mentioned you crushed my windpipe. It looks like you're getting your windpipe crushed.
Choking hazard
Yeah.
on the film, yes. Definitely choking hazard on the movie. He's in the back seat. He's just choking the hell out of me, as you do a lot in this film. And you know, the car is zigging and zagging, and it's all over the place. And somehow, some way, I felt the back of my head connect with something tall, dark, and expensive.
Oh.
And yeah. And
What?
and we stopped the car, and I looked around, and there was Denzel Washington staring a hole through my face.
Yeah.
And on his face, he had a very large, growing golf ball-sized welt.
You mentioned that.
He did
That's
mention
what it
that. I
was.
know.
Yeah.
I'm aware of that.
You
yeah.
banged his face with your head.
I banged I banged his face very, very hard with my head, which for a young actor,
Sure,
that
Denzel
doesn't
loved
feel
that.
good.
No.
I didn't.
You gotta feel like crap being a young actor in there doing your scene, and I guess you're throbbing around, you know. And then you smash your head back and hit Denzel Washington, of all people, right in the head. Oh my God. Like you said, he must have crapped his pants. Oh, my nerves. Let's go.
I didn't know what to do in the moment. You know, I didn't know if I should call for help. Not for him, for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know what. Yeah.
Oh, man.
It is a little weird, you know, when you're just sitting there and you see your face drive by on a bus, and it's not the short yellow one you used to go to school in. I mean,
Right.
it's an actual full-on transit bus.
Right.
So, yeah, you never get over that. But
Do you ever
I've got to
nudge-
stop screaming. That's me.
Yeah, see, that's
It's me.
me! Me!
And we talked about it last time I was on here. I love road trips, so I actually was off to Montana for New Year's. My friends of mine were having a little New Year's party. So as I was leaving, I was driving in the car and heading out, and they called and they said, "There's the greatest pie shop in the world is in Vancouver. Could you pick up a dozen of these things and bring them over there?"
You took those like pie, like apple
like
pie,
apple pie, cherry pie, all that, good stuff. So I said, sure. So I started going over there. Now, I got to preface with the fact that, like, I get really uncomfortable when people, sometimes they'll come up and they'll start to do a scene from, like, a movie I did 100 years ago.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, no, and it's fine. It's not because I don't want to do it. I'm just, like, shy. I get, a little shy, and I don't know the words anymore.
Right.
It's all awkward and weird. And, but anyway, I go and I pick up these pies, and I get in the car, and I'm driving, and I'm heading toward the border crossing, the border heading to the United States. And I'm getting closer and closer and closer, and I kind of remember that, you're not allowed to bring fruits and vegetables across the border.
That's
not even in pie form?
Not even in pie form,
You
Dave.
can't bring a pie into the United
God.
States. Well,
No.
the terrorists
It's
have
just,
won
yeah,
that,
they
haven't
have.
they? Yeah.
They really have.
Can't bring a pie in.
Yeah.
That's
Nice going.
That's true. Yeah, they check. Do you have any fruit, produce, vegetables, all that kind of stuff? Why is that? Does anybody even know? I don't know. But now he's got himself in a situation. Man, I gotta say, there's quite a few laughs in this, but it's not like they said funniest moments. I've seen way funnier moments from Ryan Reynolds in interviews and clips from shows and different things like that than what they're showing here. Now, granted, I haven't seen hardly any of these before, but you know what I mean? Anyways, hope you're still enjoying it. I'm still getting a laugh out of it. Let's go.
Yeah, they have.
Haven't they? Yeah.
They really have.
Can't bring a pie in.
Yeah.
Nice going.
Yeah.
Yeah. What they do when you pulled up?
So do you surrender them at the border?
Well, I was really late getting out of there, so I just thought I'd go with some good old-fashioned lying, and but the problem is I'm a terrible liar. I mean, given my chosen profession, I think I'd be pretty good at it. But when I lie, like my voice goes north, my face goes south. It's just terrible. So I'm getting up to the border, and the guy gets to the border patrol guy. He looks at me and he says, "Are you carrying any, firearms or anything illegal like that?" I said, "No." And he says, "Are you carrying any fruits or vegetables or anything like that?" I said, "No." At least that's how it sounds in my head when I do it. And he just looks at me for what felt like an hour. And I'm looking back at him, and I don't know how this is going to go. And he basically just sort of leans in and he says, "Do you know, my wife and I, every Christmas, we watch that movie you did called Just Friends."
Ooh, okay.
And we love it. And
good. Celebrity getting him out of a jam here.
he says, what's that scene at the end of the movie where you sing the song? You know the song? And he's looking at me, and it's clear that he can tell I'm just full of it, right? So what's really happening is that he's looking at me and he's just saying, "I know you're lying. Dance, monkey."
Oh.
That's what they do at the border.
Yeah.
They do that a lot at the Canadian border.
Yeah. So I basically
my
white
God.
knuckle it. I clear my throat and I launch into it. It was from the movie. It was a '90s hit by All for One called "I Swear." Great group. And I launch it. I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky. I'll be there.
Dance, monkey, dance. Oh my God.
I don't know any more words.
Some good stories.
Already. And he just, I'm done. He looks at me and just says, "That's great. Welcome back to America."
Well, to be fair, if you got a celebrity that's going across the border, they're probably not, and you know they got millions of dollars, you know they're not smuggling across the border, right? Come on now, why would they be doing that? But I guess, even if it's your mom, you got to check them out. Make sure they're not doing nothing illegal. Either way, loved it. Comment below now. Let me know what you thought of this. Let me know if you know any other good Ryan Reynolds content out there. If you want some more variety type content on the channel, be sure to comment down below and let me know. And either way, quite a few laughs. If you got enjoyment, be sure to hit the like button. Peace and love, everybody. Peace, peace, peace. I'll see you in the next one. All right, take care. Bye-bye.